in the picturesque town of Maplewood, where autumn leaves danced in the crisp breeze, and every corner seemed to whisper tales of love and loss, lived a woman named Clara. Clara was the epitome of grace. With a smile that could light up the gloomiest of days, she had always been the nurturing soul in her circle, an avid gardener, a passionate cook, and a devoted wife to her husband Mark. Clara's life, her cozy home, her garden, and her growing unease with her marriage. Mark was a dedicated software engineer, often lost in the world of codes and algorithms. His work required long hours, leaving Clara to manage their cozy home and indulge in her hobbies. While their life together was comfortable, Clara couldn't shake the feeling of monotony that had settled over their marriage. The once vibrant conversations about dreams and aspirations had dwindled into discussions about bills and chores. Shifts to a weekend barbecue. Clara meeting Alex, Mark's college friend. The turning point came during a weekend barbecue at their home, where laughter echoed and friends gathered under the fading sun. Among the guests was Alex, Mark's college friend who had recently moved back to town. Charismatic and adventurous, Alex brought a spark of energy that Clara hadn't realized she craved. As the evening progressed, Clara found herself drawn to Alex's infectious enthusiasm for life. Clara and Alex's growing connection, coffee dates, long walks, and stolen moments. The next few weeks unfolded like a well-written novel. Clara and Alex began to meet more frequently, initially under the guise of discussing a community project. They both cared about these meetings, quickly evolved into coffee dates and long walks in the park, where they would share their thoughts, dreams, and fears. Clara felt seen, heard, and understood in ways she hadn't experienced in years. Clara's internal conflict torn between Mark and Alex. One sunny afternoon as they strolled through the vibrant park, Alex turned to Clara, a serious expression on his face. "You know, Clara, sometimes life leads us to unexpected places. It's okay to seek happiness." His words hung in the air. Heavy with meaning, Clara felt a rush of emotions, confusion, excitement, and a hint of guilt. "I love Mark," Beshi hesitated, looking away, "but I just feel stuck sometimes." Clara confessing to Mark the emotional fallout. Clara knew she had to confront her feelings head-on. One evening, as they sat on the couch watching their favorite show, Clara couldn't shake the feeling of disconnection. She felt like she was living a double life, each moment with Alex, drawing her further away from the life she had built with Mark. Finally, she turned to Mark, her voice trembling. "Mark, I've been feeling disconnected. I think we need to address some things in our relationship." Clara and Mark's journey to rebuild their marriage. Therapy, small victories, and healing. Mark's expression shifted from concern to shock as Clara confessed her feelings for Alex. The pain in his eyes cut through Clara like a knife. "I trusted you, Clara. How could you betray that trust?" Clara pleaded, tears streaming down her face. "I know I've made mistakes and I'm so sorry. But I need to be honest with you. I want to work through this, whatever it takes." Clara and Mark attending couples therapy. The beginning of healing days turned into weeks. As Clara and Mark navigated the aftermath of her betrayal, they attended couples therapy, where they began to peel back the layers of their relationship, addressing the issues that had led Clara to seek solace in Alex. It was a painful but necessary journey, filled with tears, frustration, and moments of breakthrough. Slowly, they began to rebuild their foundation brick by brick. Meanwhile, Clara made the difficult decision to cut ties with Alex. She knew that continuing to see him would only complicate things further. One afternoon, she met him at their favorite cafe, where they had shared so many laughs and dreams. "Alex, we need to talk," she said, her voice steady but tinged with sadness. "I've decided to focus on my marriage. I can't see you anymore. I need to work on rebuilding my life with Mark." Alex's face fell, disappointment clouding his features. I understand, but it doesn't change how I feel. Clara fought back tears. I know, but I have to be honest with myself and with Mark. I can't keep living a lie. Clara and Mark reconnecting. Finding hope for the future months passed, and Clara and Mark continued to work through their issues. They celebrated small victories, like sharing a laugh over dinner or taking walks together, without the weight of unspoken words hanging over them. Each day was a step toward healing, a testament to their resilience. One evening, as they sat on the couch, Mark turned to Clara, a smile breaking through the shadows of their past. You know, I've seen you grow so much through this process. I'm proud of you. Clara beamed, feeling a warmth spread through her heart. Thank you, Mark. It's been a journey, but I'm grateful for your patience and understanding. Clara and Mark leaning into each other, finding hope for the future. Mark took her hand, his gaze sincere. I want us to keep growing together. To reconnect on a deeper level? Clara nodded, her voice filled with determination. Me too. I want to rediscover the joy we once had. As they leaned into each other, the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, a reminder of the beauty that still existed in their world. Clara knew the road ahead would be challenging, but she was determined to face it alongside Mark. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more gripping tales. And if you have a story of your own, share it in the comments below. Until next time, goodbye.